Hello, Growth Warriors. You are listening to the Grow Daily podcast, and I am your host, Piyush Agarwal. Welcome to the 25th episode and the second in the series of Getting Started with Email Marketing. If you haven't heard the previous episode, I would recommend for you to go ahead and listen to that first. We are creating a 5-episode series on helping people getting started and getting more out of their email lists. If you are new to this podcast, Grow Daily Podcast is all about helping your business grow consistently every single day. We talk about tips, tricks, tools, and ways that you can orient yourself towards growth. Because growth is not something that you achieve overnight. It's hard work, it's toiling that you have to do over days, weeks, months, and years to make sure that your business keeps shining and keeps growing organically. If you're out here looking for hacks and ways to grow your business overnight into worth millions of dollars, well, you're listening to the wrong podcast. Because I am all about sustainable growth with action and changes that you can do every single day. Growth that you can enjoy for years, not just in terms of money, but also in terms of the value that you are creating and delivering to your audiences. So if you like what I'm talking about, do subscribe to this podcast. We have new episodes being released every single day. Most of them under 15 minutes and with actionable tips that you can get on with immediately after listening to the podcast. So, in this second episode of the series of How to Get Started with Email Marketing, we are going to talk about how you can add your subscribers, how you can add new subscribers and also existing ones to your email list. After all, a list is useless without subscribers. So, we will discuss a lot of strategies that will help you gain subscribers on a regular basis and in a very organic manner. But before we start talking about those strategies, we need to talk about a very important aspect. You will come across a lot of fraudulent ways of growing lists. People are selling their email lists, people are letting you rent out email lists, but I wouldn't recommend to try any of those. Also, people try to get hold of a bunch of email IDs from various places and add it to their list in order to grow their email list quickly. Again, this is a hack that I don't recommend. In fact, you will end up with a lot of people on your list who have nothing to do with your brand. Chances of they buying anything from your brand is negligible. And you are actually spoiling your brand. From time to time, I get subscribed to emails which I did not give my consent for. And those emails only irk me out. Even though the brand may not be sending it themselves, whoever is sending it is sending it for their own gain. And I actually get rid of the brand itself. I kind of blacklist these brands from my shopping list because I don't want to deal with brands that don't have ethics. And you don't want your brand to be one of them. So make sure that you only add people to your list who you have received consent from. Receiving consent is one of the most important things when it comes to adding people to your email list. So don't try tricks to just add people to your email list. Make sure that they are aware and they are making a choice of getting emails from you every other day. Only then will they appreciate your emails and open it and actually like the content. Also, this is required as per the rules of GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, and you don't want to violate these rules. If you do that, your email marketing provider will most likely remove you from their platform. Make sure that when you are collecting emails from your users, you actually ensure that they are giving you the consent to go ahead and send them the mailers. This can be a small checkbox on your physical or online form which is not pre-checked. People see those forms, they have the opportunity to decide whether they want to opt into your mailers or not. So make sure you always get consent and do not violate rules of engagement with your email list. Now with that out of our way, let's get started in building our email list. If you have just registered on a tool like MailChimp and are just getting started in creating a mailing list, most likely your subscriber list is empty. However, if you have been in the business for a while, you already have customers, you already have people and their email IDs who would like to hear from you, who have been buying things from you. If that's the case, make sure that they get an email about your new list and they can go ahead and opt to subscribe to your emailers. Adding existing users to your email list is one of the simplest way of getting started with a list. It will be really small to get started with, but at least there'll be some people who will be receiving your emails. Now, in order to gain new subscribers, there are various ways and tactics that you can apply. The first one and the most important one is the use of personalized CTAs. CTA stands for Call to Action. It's like a link or button that you add on your website, on your mailers, asking people to do something. and telling them what will happen when they click on that link. Now, it's important to have some CTAs that are focused on growing your email list. These CTAs can be things like giving away an ebook with value or access to a particular tool which is free in nature. These CTAs should be personalized based on who you are targeting. For example, if I am creating a new course on email list building and I want to target small business owners who are interested in building their list, I might give away an ebook or a video course that provides the top tips on adding subscribers to their email list. Now, this is a hook. This is a way for getting people to sign up for your list because they will see value and because they know that they are signing up to something that will give them information on what they are looking for. It's personalized for them. So make sure that your CTAs are targeted to the kind of users who should be getting added to that list and based on what they are looking for. Now, if you are wondering where should these CTAs appear, the most common place for it to come up is in your website. You can share it using social media. It can be part of your email signatures. Basically, any form of engagement where you see that you will be talking to a potential subscriber, you should add this valuable link or button there. Now, on your website, there are multiple ways that you can actually drive traffic to your email list. One of them is by having opt-in landing pages. These are like the personalized CTAs that we spoke about. However, these are specific landing pages designed to convert a particular kind of user. So, the same email list building example that I gave, if I have to drive subscribers to that list building course, I will be creating a landing page where it will speak about what they will get from the CTA, what is my course all about, and how they can get the free sample or the free ebook. They have to just enter their name and the email ID and they will start getting it. There will obviously be a checkbox there to let them know that they are subscribing to my mailing list. You can create multiple landing pages in a similar fashion, all of them targeting different kinds of users with different CTAs, but with one simple goal, that is helping you grow your email list. One other way which is very popular and effective is to add a pop-up on all your pages. You can also go with a hello bar. When a user ends up on your website, they will be encouraged to join your mailing list. Now, these pop-ups can be custom made or there are various plugins that you can use to integrate it in your website quite easily. Sumo.com's List Builder plugin is one such plugin I would like to recommend. It's very powerful, it has a ton of features, and you can easily integrate in your website, especially if it's a WordPress one. So go ahead and check it out. I'll talk about a couple of more features about the plugin as we go on. Based on what your website is like, you may also want to add some banner ads encouraging people to join your email list. Now be careful when you're adding these, you don't want to make your site look bad or spammy. The next method of adding email address is applicable if you are a local business or have a physical storefront. This is how you can collect offline email addresses and add them to an online mailing list. So if you have a store like a salon, or if you are focusing on the local business and you want to go out to places and collect email addresses, you can do that. All you need to do is create a form where people can enter their names and email address and know what they are signing up for, and they agree to hear more from you. Now, this is a slow process and requires more effort, but it is applicable for businesses that want a local presence, that want to go out there and get more customers to their local businesses. It's especially applicable for businesses where customers keep walking in. Just like people come to your website, they need to find a way that they can subscribe users to when they come to their stores or salons. You can do this by even asking the customers who visit you in your physical store for a feedback, because that would help you understand how your services are and also get the information that you need to add them to your mailing list. But make sure they're aware what they are mentioning their details for. Now, moving on to social media and email signatures. If you already have a great social media following, it's important to let them know that you have started a mailing list and what value will it provide to the subscribers. It's important that you have set a goal for your mailing list and people know what they will be getting when they're subscribing for it. Email signatures are one other way of making sure that more and more people can subscribe to your mailing list. One reason is that they're already reading your mail over a mail client, so they are most likely reading emails through their mail clients and they would be happy to get more mails from you. And you are always mailing out and reaching out to new people in regards to your business. A link in your email signature is one of the simplest way of making sure that you keep growing your email list. This last method of adding more subscribers to your email list is something that's quite popular, but also it may not be applicable to all businesses. It's about running contests and giveaways. You can easily run a contest and make sure that everybody who participates in the contest gets added to your email list. Similarly, you can have a giveaway and let people know that they're subscribing to your email list in order to participate in the giveaway. You do end up incurring some cost based on how you go about the giveaway and what kind of value you're promising, but it encourages people to take action. It encourages them to add more people and even go out there and get more people to sign up for you. There are a lot of tools out there that allow you to create effective giveaways that not only help you grow your email list, but also grow your social media following. Sumo.com also has one such tool in its suite, and I would recommend you to go out there and check it out. And lastly, it's very important that you perform A/B testing for your messages, for your call to actions, for anything that you create as a pop-up or a lead magnet on your website. Because an A/B testing will allow you to test different variants and see how does your audience respond to each one of them. And then you can keep tweaking to get the best version out there. There's a lot that goes in convincing people to sign up for your mailing list. Right from the color of your button to the text you are using in your pop-up or your landing page. You need to be careful on the language. You need to test things out to know what is resonating better with your audiences. And again, Sumo.com's list builder has this functionality. You can create A/B testing, you can test out multiple pop-ups and make sure that you are using the winning one. Now, it may be sounding like I'm promoting Sumo.com a little too much and it's like a paid engagement. However, it's not. I'm just a big fan of what they have been doing, and I have seen firsthand on how effective their tools are for email marketing. So like always, I recommend tools that work and that I have tested and tried out, not just for making a small buck here and there. So go out there and try Sumo.com's tools. They are free to try, so you wouldn't have to really shell out any money to try it out. And in case you don't like it, do let me know why it didn't work for you, because I will be super intrigued and curious about it. Also, I can help you find other alternatives based on what your business requirements are. Write to me at hello@piyushagarwal.com. I hope you found this episode helpful. I hope there were a lot of tips that you can go out there and use, and I hope you are excited about building your email list, growing it, and adding a ton of subscribers. We have 3 more episodes to go in this series of how to get started with email marketing. So go out there and start adding subscribers and watch out for the next episode tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. This is Piyush Agarwal and you have been listening to the Grow Daily podcast.